And my kids normally like the Kraft mac and cheese, like the stuff from the box, but I like it, but this is so good, so very yummy. Other day. I was so mad the other day when I recorded this lesson. I recorded it entirely and I was about to like hit stop on the video recording and it like wasn't plugged in and it ran out of power, so it like shut down on its own, and for whatever reason it like corrupted the file then, so I had to like do the notes for a second time. So I taught this lesson twice to the camera. So I was a little annoyed on, what day was that, Monday. I was in a cranky mood about my video recording situation. All right, so we didn't do this yet. And so what I was trying to get you guys to see here, so 7.5 was a lesson we kind of skipped. It was kind of just a review lesson, so it's not a bad thing for us to review right now. And it's talking about what happens when it's no solution or many solutions or one solution. And one solution is like the normal type. Like most of the problems we do have one solution. The no solution or many solutions I wanted to review with you guys, but also review with you guys kind of some different strategies depending on the problem. So most of the test I will tell you guys what method to use. I believe there's maybe one question where I'm going to ask you guys to choose whatever method you want. I actually don't remember if I made you do that, but let me double check. Yeah, I guess I don't require you to choose, but it's not bad for you to think about it anyhow. So in 7.5, again, we're just going to kind of review the different methods. Now, since I don't have graph paper handy, I'm not going to use graphing. But I am going to make you guys graph on the test. So with the test, just understand that if I ask you for a particular method, you have to use that method. So if you see a problem and I'm like, use substitution for that, and you're like, oh, I'd rather do elimination, I just ask that, or make you realize that I'm not going to give you full credit for that. So I do want to see some work as you guys are going through these. Now, even though I'm not going to make you choose the method, I want you guys to think about this for a second, because I think it's good for you guys to notice it. What method would you choose for letter A? Anyone have an idea which one looks ready for that? Yeah, I would use substitution, because the y is already alone. So I already have a y alone. It wouldn't be a good one for elimination, because everything is not nice and lined up, unless I wanted to rearrange things. And I mean, I guess you could do that, but this is nice because y is already alone. Now, I could actually probably graph this one as well, I guess, but the top equation would have been a pain to get into slope-intercept form. So we're going to substitute here. So I'm going to substitute the y in for itself here, and I'm going to use parentheses. So instead of the y, I'm going to use parentheses, and 8x minus 1 is what y equals. So we're going to distribute here. So we get a negative 16x plus 16x. So they cancel. The x's go away. And I'll tell you guys, there's not going to be many like this on the test. If you come out of the test and you're like, hey, none of those were any, like they were all no solution, or they were all many solutions, something went wrong. So just so you guys know, most of the ones we do on the test are going to be one solution. These are special cases. I probably should have titled it that way. So I'm left with negative 2 equals negative 2. What kind of solution is this one? You guys agree with him? What do you think? This is the many one. So when it's a true statement, negative 2 does equal negative 2. But it doesn't tell me anything about the kind of solution we have. So this one is many. The next one, our letter B here. What method would you guys want to use in this case? Does it work to add it together? Yep, something's going to cancel. Actually, a lot's going to cancel. So x and negative x are going to cancel. But a negative 2y and positive 2y is also going to cancel. If they both cancel, what's left on the left side? Just a 0. Now do 7 and 7 cancel? No, because I'm adding them together. So I added those to get those to cancel. So 7 and 7 is 14. So what kind of solution is this one? This is an example of no solution. 0 does not equal 14. So if you're 14 years old, that means you're actually 0. Like what? That's nonsense. So, so you just become a baby again. So you're 0, but no, that's not the case. That doesn't make any sense. So that's a no solution problem. Okay, so then we have our last one here. So in this case, everything's nice and lined up. So I would probably use elimination, but nothing will eliminate the way it is. So I see 6 and 2, 3 and 9. And I have to decide what I want to change them by to make them, make something cancel. So can 2 become 6 by multiplying by 3, right? But in order to make it cancel, what are we going to multiply by? Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to use a negative 3 to the bottom. Now, if you're noticing this, you could also multiply the negative 3 to the top. So just so you know, that could have also worked, and then the 9s would cancel. So I'm going to rewrite this. I know some of you guys don't need to, but I like to have them rewritten up and down. So the top equation doesn't change. But the bottom one, I multiply by a negative 3. What is that? 81? Yeah, right, negative 81, I believe. Then multiplying everything by negative 3. Yeah, 81. So now I have to do 3 minus 27. 9 minus 81. So we're going to divide by a negative 24, which I believe is going to be a 3. So we obviously found an answer for our y, which means there's probably going to be an answer for our x, which means this is going to be one of the problems with one solution. This is more typical of what we're going to see. So we're going to put the y back in. I'm going to put it back into this top one up here. Oh, I see why this one, I put this one in this one now. So I go to put the 6x plus 9 equals 9. So I see why I put this one in here. Stop that. Alright, so what I have here, if I have 6x plus 9 equals 9. So I'm going to go to subtract 9 from each side. So again, this is what I have. I'm going to subtract 9 from each side. This cancels, but so does this. But I don't want to leave nothing on one side of the equal sign. I'm going to write a 0. Now this does not mean there's no solution. This is an actual okay solution. Because when I go to divide by 6, what happens when I divide by 6? What do I get for my x? It's just 0. It's okay to take 0 and divide it by 6. If I bring in no cookies, we get no cookies. It's just what happens. You can be mad at me, but... So 0 is an okay answer. It does not mean it's no solution. So I guess that's probably why I put this one on here. This is a single answer. It just happens to be 0. 0, 3. Hello. How are you? So, I'm going to get you guys your notes quizzes back. I know, it's really coming down up there if you've not looked. Silly snow. Because now it's even kind of sticky. But
Now it's actually
stinking.
It is April. This is not okay.
I don't want to repeat of last year.
Was it last year that it snowed this late? 2 years ago, yep. Okay, so, because actually it was pretty nice out this time of year when we were like in lockdown. Like, I feel like we had pretty nice weather. So, yeah. So I'm going to get you guys your notes quizzes back. Then we're going to do a Kahoot. Then I will do, I have a worksheet review for you guys. So you're going to have probably a lot of work time today, which hopefully is okay.